Yes, boy. What are the requirements for this experiment? Watch carefully. What are the requirements? We need a sheet of paper, right, guys? A screen, then convex lens, and source of the light, candle. Okay, boys? Then what we will do in this experimental setup, we'll take a sheet of paper, right? We will place the lens appropriately, and in this case we are taking the lens with focal length of 20 centimeters. So f1 will be at 20 cent. You can see here 20 centimeters I am taking. F1 will be at 20 centimeters. To f1, that is c1, will be at 40 centimeters. Same on other side of the lens, f2 will be 20 centimeters and minus 20 I can call it, and to f2 is minus 40 centimeters. So you can see I have marked f1 minus 20 centimeters. Okay, boys? Then 2f1 minus 40 centimeters. Guys, can you see this? Yes, boys? Then on the same straight line, that is on principal axis, I have placed my lens. Okay? And that is an optical center. And f2 and 2f2, what I am taking again 20 centimeters because it's focal length, and 2f2 is 40 centimeters exactly. Yes, guys, you can see clearly to f1, f1, f2, to f2. Remember sign convention, this side negative, that side positive, right, guys? So I am lighting the candle and placing it in front of convex mirror, and let's see where image formation starts. So first position at infinity, boys, object is placed far behind at infinity. Clear? See what's happening. So when object is at infinity, the image formed will be at focal point. This time, what is the focal point? Yes, f2. Okay, on other side of the mirror, you can see. So object is placed this side, and I got image at f2. Sharp diminished image at f2. Clear, guys? And the image is real and inverted. You can see the image is real and inverted. Position is infinity. Image object position, image position is f2, focal point. Guys, got it? See. Yes, boys. Note down. Then second case. Now in second case, where I am placing the image, beyond to f1. Remember, in convex lenses, mirrors, we placed it beyond c. This time this is beyond this one, and image obtained is between f2 and to f2. Yes, you can see in the night vision also, right? So this time candle is at beyond what, to f1. Image obtained is between where, to f2 and f2.
F2.
Yeah, and image size is inverted, real. Third case, where was the third case? At to f1. You can see I am changed it at to f1. I moved the candle to the to f1. So where should I'll get object? You should get the object at to f2. Okay, guys, object at to f2, and the size should be same. Yeah. You can see on the picture clearly at to f2, and the size is same. Okay, so you can see in the night vision also size is same, but remember it is inverted. Can you see it? Image is real, inverted, position, right, and size is same. You can see in the night mode also. So where I'm taking the to f2, position to f1, I'm getting the image at to f2, right? So this is c1, this is c2. I'm placing the image at c1, I'm getting the position at c2, image position. Then between f1 and to f1, right, guys? So to f1, f1, to f2, f2. Now between here the object, then the size, the object form will be where, beyond to f2. And
Sir,
this time large image, right?
sir,
Can you see the size large? Yes. Yes, Sarthik.
sir, if we place the calculator beyond 2f1, and if we move our screen to at O optical or f1, can't we see image at that time?
No, not exact, complete, appropriate image like what we want. You can't see it. Okay. Please see the second case. Yes, guys. So you can see the inverted image here, and this time the image size is enlarged because this is case 4, where my object is between f1 and 2f1, and I got the image beyond 2f2, which is enlarged. Okay. Then you can see, guys, case 5, right? Object is at f1. So where we get image? It should be at infinity. Yes, boys. Concave lens. Object is at f1. So image will should get at infinity. Yes.
Sir, f2. If
And
it is
size
at
is
f2, we
enlarged.
should get infinite, no, sir.
Yeah. This side it will get at infinity. Image characteristics highly enlarged, as we discussed. Nature is real and enlarged in all 5 cases. Position is very far, that is at infinity. Very far, infinity, and enlarged size. So as we discussed, image position, right? And last case, object between f1 and lens. This time, see Satvik clearly, no image will be seen on the screen. So is there any image on the screen? Move the screen here and there.
No,
You can't see. You can move the screen, right? You can move the screen from all these positions, from 2f2, f2, f1 to f1. Nowhere you'll find the image. You'll find the image. See, even though this is lens, you're finding the image, enlarged image inside the lens. A virtual erect magnified image can be seen through the lens when the position is between f1 and optical center, and this time the image characters is virtual and erect and the same side of the object. Same side of the object. Okay, clear? Yes, boys. These are the critical ray diagrams of what we have seen. Now the experiment. Okay, boys. So when the object is at infinity, you can clearly see here, when the object is at infinity, that is in case 1. Yes, where I am getting image, I am getting the image at focal point, that is f2 of other side, right? So how see how rays are coming and how they are diverging and how they are converging, right? So you can see this 2f1 is also called as c1, as I said you, 2f2 also called as c2. So as we discussed, this is the lens. You have the two center of curvatures, c1 and c2, two focal points, f1 and f2. So we are taking C1 and C2 as 2f1 and 2f2 because it is the double the distance of focal length, right? So you can see in the case 2 where my object moved from infinity to beyond 2f1, that is beyond C in the case of mirrors, right? So the image formed will be between f2 and 2f2, that is second focal point and between the second center of curvature, right? And you can see two rays, one ray coming parallel to the principal axis. Yes, you can see it is passing through the focal point. Second ray which is passing through the optical center. You can see exactly these rays are converging here, and you got an inverted, right, and real image between f2 and 2f2. Position is beyond, yes boys, 2f1. Yes. Second case, ray diagram. Please draw the ray diagrams while I am discussing this one. And coming to third case, boys, now from infinity to beyond 2f1, now the case is at the object is at 2f1, which is also the center of curvature, c1 position. So I'll get exact same size image, but inverted and real image at c2. You can see C2, that is 2f2. So image object placed at 2f1, I got image at 2f2. And compare the ray diagrams, guys. Same, one ray going parallel to the principal axis. So it is passing through the focal point. Second ray is passing through the center of the curvature, right? And I got image inverted, real, dim, this time same size, these two cases diminished, same size image at 2f2, that is at center of curvature of the second lens, c1 c2. In fourth case, guys, now I am moving from 2f2 between 2f 2f2 sorry 2f1 and f1, that is between c and f. So I'll get the image this time beyond 2f2. See here, this is the case. Now my object is in fourth position. It is between center of curvature of one lens and focal length, that is 2f1 and f1. So image formed will be beyond 2f2, and this time the image is enlarged. Okay, already we discussed all these things in table also. Same two rays, one ray coming parallelly passing to the focal point, second ray passing to the optical center, right? So I got image here. Then guys, fifth case. Fifth case very important, and remember fifth case is an reciprocal of first case, because in first case when the object is in infinity I got image at the focal point f2. In second case object is at focal point, so where I'll get image, boys?
At infinity.
Yes, at infinity. So you can see then erect object is in front of the convex mirror, that is the position, exact position of focal length. So this lens we took it right it, and we said its focal length is 20 centimeters. So now the object is exactly 20 centimeters in front of my convex mirror. So what will happen? See, two rays, one ray passing parallelly will pass to the focal point, second ray is passing to the optical center, right? I got two parallel lines emerging from it, and I got the image at infinity, far distance, right? And this time also image size is enlarged. So here diminished, second case diminished, third case size same, fourth case enlarged, fifth case is also at enlarged position. And in all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases I am getting image on the screen. Remember, on the paper screen, either it may be in and every time I got, yeah, inverted images, real inverted images on the screen, right? And in last case, that is sixth case, now I'm moving further from focal point 1 and in between the optical center. So now my object moved from the focal point 1 to optical center. See what's happening. Now my object is between f1 and o, right? So what's happening? One ray going parallelly, so it's passing through the focal point. Second ray like this, passing through the center of optical center, right? So it moves like this. When you extrapolate these two lines, you will get an erected image and enlarged image, right, on this side of the convex mirror. That is, you can see on the same side of the convex mirror, and you can see the image inside, right? Why? Because the candle is not inside, so you call it as a virtual image, virtual and erect image inside the screen. So these are the different ray diagrams, and you can see, guys, clearly here those three rays which we discussed, right? So passing the ray passing parallel to the principal axis, passing to the focal point we discussed, and the ray passing to the optical center will not diverge. So in all these cases we are getting such kind of rays only. Yes, boys? So that this is about image formation in convex lens. So we have also image formation in concave lens, guys. So in this case you have only two scenarios, right, boys? Remember, same experiment, and but conditions are two. Only at infinity distance you will take, and between infinity to the optical center, any place between infinity to the optical center. So I'll take concave lens, guys. Yes, and I'll place an object at infinity. I'll place an object at infinity. Yes, boys? Then see what happens. The image formed will be at, obviously, where?
2f2.
No, infinity images will form at focus. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So this time This is concave lens. So what will happen? Parallel line came, it diverged. So it appears to be passing through focal point, right? One more parallel line came from this, it diverged. So where I got image? Not at
Focus.
2f1. Yeah, f1 focal point of the same side, right?
Sir, excuse me. Sorry for disturbance.
Okay, sir. Yes, boys. So in concave lens, you have, sorry, in concave lenses, we are taking only two positions. One is at infinity. Second one is between infinity and between the optical center. Anywhere, the object anywhere between these two cases, right? So when you are taking the object at infinity in front of concave lens, I'll get an what image? Virtual and erect image. Virtual and erect image in front of the concave lens only, and this is virtual and erect, but the size is highly diminished. Size is highly diminished, or I can call it as an highly, right, reduced or small. Second case, between the infinity and optical center, anywhere, right? So what will happen? I'll get image between focal point,
2f2 and f2.
yeah, and again, Satvik, this time also I'll get image which side? Not to
Negative side.
f1. No, I'll get image between f1 and to f1, because remember this is concave lens, like this, right? Like this. So the image formed will be between f1 and to f1, right? And where, how the image will be? Again same, image will be virtual and erected and highly diminished. Virtual, erected and highly diminished. Okay guys, I'm drawing the ray
Image
diagram.
is between infinity and 2f1, sir.
Image is between, not infinity and 2f1, between f and o, focal point and optical center. See, I'm drawing it, you can see. Yeah, I'll draw this side. So this is the concave lens, right? So object is somewhere between infinity and o. Let's take object is here. Okay, so two rays, one ray coming parallel to the principal axis, so it appears to be passing through the focal point. Okay, second ray passing through the optical center. So the image is between O and F. So here, so image is small in size, image is what? Erect.
Real. Erect.
Yes, image is erect and image is, so erect means definitely it's virtual, right? And between f and o, so two positions just now we discussed. So if it is at infinity, the image formed will be at focal point of the same
Focal
side,
point.
same side. And if it is between infinity and optical center, the image is at between focal point of the same side and optical center. And two times also image small, diminished, erect, virtual, right? Whereas in convex mirrors, in first two cases object is diminished, in third case object size is same, fourth, fifth and sixth size case object size is enlarged. You will get these questions in objectives, careful guys, right? So remember, in both lenses and mirrors, okay, sorry, convex lens and in mirrors, right? So in both cases also what happened, few things are common guys. See, in both cases also, in object is at C, you got same sized image. Here also object is at C. C means here 2f1. You got same size image, right? But this time on the other side, so we got 2f2. But this is all C1. This is C2. So that is common. You should remember. Second important thing, students. What is common? When object is at infinity, you will get image at focus. It may be lens, it may be mirror, it may be convex, it may be concave. See, we can see Object is at infinity, image got at focus. And when object is at focal point, image will be at infinity. These two are constant in every lens. It may be in concave lens, it may be in convex lens, it may be in concave mirror, it may be in convex mirror. Okay, boys? So 3 you should remember. Fourth common thing, observe when the object is beyond a C, or in this case when object is beyond 2f1, which is a C1 or 2f1, we will get image between f2 and 2f2. Okay, and vice versa, when the object is between 2f1 and f1, we'll get the image beyond the 2f2, beyond the point C. So these two are also vice versa, you should always remember. And even in the case of mirrors and in case of lenses, guys, when the object is between the focal point and center of curvature, between focal point and center of curvature, or between the focal point and center of optical center, you got erect image and you got virtual image, virtually erect image, and you never got in those two cases the image on the screen. You got erect image, right, in the lens, in the mirror. Okay, that's what the importance and comparison is about. Okay, boys.